been 2 months since I last posted a podcast episode, and I'm gonna bring you through everything that's been going on in my life, all the changes and all the craziness, and in the best way possible, that have been going on in my life. Hence why we're here 2 months later. But thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. But we're back in business, you guys. Bringing you with the most obvious two changes, I think. Number one, the background. Hello. My new office setup is I have a new office, basically home office, because my sister and her husband moved out. They got their house, and I'm so happy for them. And literally the day they moved out, I was like, all right, this is my office, my home office. Luckily, my parents are super supportive, and they're like, yeah, girl, do whatever you want. And I'm like, say less. So I actually did an office tour, home office tour, a video on my main channel, so I'll link it in the description in case you want to see it, but you can kind of get to see the whole thing. And this is the new podcast setup, so I love it. It's so cute. And I kid you not, the second that they moved out, I started to decorate and just make this home office mine, because I had been filming this podcast outside, and it is so hot in Miami. Like, it's May 11 right now. It's Monday, May 11. And we are in the summertime here in Miami. And you are not going to catch me in the heat doing a podcast episode. So we're here now. Really excited. And then the second thing that you might have noticed is my hair. I'm literally a blonde now, you guys. Not fully blonde, but mostly balayage type of blonde. So I have been wanting to do my hair and to dye it and to do something to my hair, like I've been wanting to do this for so long. And what has stopped me? Fear. Unacceptable. And there's been a lot of readjusting into new realities for me. So with those things that have been happening, obviously it's weird to say, because my sister and I are not necessarily like close in terms of like we're hugging each other and like telling each other secrets. Like, we've never had that relationship ever since they left. I'm just like, man, life is weird. Like, it feels emptier here. And obviously it is, because my sister, who I've lived with almost 27 years together, like, that's all I've really known. So I've been readjusting to this new normal and going into like a new season of like, oh, there's a lot of new stuff going on, a lot of changes, and that's part of life. These things that are part of life, it's a lot of like unknown and uncertainty, which can be very scary. And I've really had to practice the art of letting go and letting God. As you guys know, I am a catechist for First Communion kids, and I just love being a catechist. Like, I absolutely adore it. And just seeing the innocence of these children is just seeing their excitement, their joy, and their enthusiasm. And these are the things that I'm like, wow, like, this is what life is about, finding the childlike joy, seeing life through the eyes of a child. Because if you think about it, that is who we are. We are God's children. And it kind of ties into Adam and Eve in the way of like why they weren't supposed to eat the forbidden fruit, because God wanted to protect their eyes, that he wanted to protect their state of not knowing everything. Ignorance is bliss sometimes, right? And just letting God take care of us. So letting go and letting God comes with just surrendering what you feel is best and what you think is best, and just allowing him to kind of do things for you, because things always end up working out. So things that God has for you, things that God has in his plan for you are gonna happen. But the journey to get to those things in life, so like those milestones in life, could be a lot easier and seamless, even though it's not necessarily seamless, but more smooth, right? Smooth sailing. It could be more smooth sailing whenever we just let God do the work. Let him, Jesus, take the wheel, that type of thing. Because from what I have noticed in like these big milestones in life, and not letting God kind of be the center of it, it's been a lot of uncertainty. There's been a lot of anxiety. Not anxiety, but a lot of being tense and just feeling like, on edge, I think, walking on eggshells type of thing, because I'm not sure how this is going to work out, how these changes are going to affect me. How is life going to, all these questions and overthinking and just chaos in the brain. Chaos happens when you don't let God do his thing. When we don't let God be our dad, things of course are going to be crazy. Just think about it with your mom and dad or your parents, whoever your parent figure is. Like, how are we supposed to get through life in our childhood and teenage years and even adulthood? Even now, we're living life for the first time. How are we supposed to get through these things in life without letting our parents guide us, right? I could not imagine being the person I am today and the woman I am today if it wasn't for my mom and dad. And the same thing goes for our Heavenly Father. Like, who better than the one who loves us most, the one who created us, the one who breathed life into us? You know what I mean? Like, who better can we trust than him? We choose ourselves over the Lord. And that's a big fault. And there's repercussions that come from it. And God will let that happen. He will let the things that we choose happen because love is a choice and he lets us choose how we want to live. But it doesn't mean that it's going to make life easier, if that makes sense. There's 3 answers that God gives us. Yes, but not right now. Or no, because I have something better for you. Those are the 3 answers one of the 3 answers that God is always going to give us. We're not going to always like what God has for us and what answers he has for us because we're selfish. We want to take control of the things in life. We want to make our own story, but we don't see things from his eyes. He is, omnipresent, that he sees all things, knows all things, he's everywhere. How are we gonna not trust him over such limited things that our senses pick up? God uses what we've been through, who we are, to build us and to do his will. And his will is always perfect and amazing, and it's not something we're gonna see in the moment, but it's something that will reveal itself. Maybe it won't reveal itself, and that's his purpose for you, not everyone has the same purpose in life. We can relate to some people, and hopefully you're able to relate to me in these podcast episodes, but going through life and letting God steer the ship is the way that we can try our best to live our life for the Lord and build ourselves to be prepared for the kingdom when it's our time to go home. So, this was a pretty rambly episode today, but if you have anything you want to see from me, definitely let me know. I'm really excited to get back to filming for you guys. But I hope everything's going well, and may the Lord bless you and give you all the things that he needs for you to grow and develop you. And I hope that you're able to encounter the Lord and just hear him and have your senses pick him up in the way that he's revealing himself to you. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next episode.